Good Monday morning. It's Monday after Thanksgiving. Did y'all survive? Did everything turn out good? I hope so. Ours did. We had a nice one. Now we're going to move on to some other holiday food. And this is not wine, as far as you know. Thirsty. Peanut Brittle. Peanut Brittle. The good kind. Not the flat kind that's so hard you can't eat it because it'll break your tooth right in half. We want it not to be that way. We're just going to pin our ears back and dive in this Monday morning and see what happens, okay? But I've always had great luck with this recipe once I learned the secret to not being hard and flat. All right? What you're going to need: 2 cups of white sugar, 2 cups, half a cup of water, 1 cup of corn syrup, white corn syrup or light corn syrup. I'm using Griffin's. I'm an Okie. Griffin's is an Okie brand. I know there's Cairo, whatever. 1 cup of Cairo syrup. 2 cups of raw peanuts. 2 cups of raw peanuts. Once again, I'm an Okie. For fellow Okies, I just go to Crest. They sell them in this bag. That's what I'm using. 2 cups of raw peanuts. And then at the end, you're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, teaspoon of butter. Okay? I do not use a thermometer. I was taught a candy thermometer or whatever. I don't own one. If you do, that's great. And you know the temperatures, that's great. Okay? I just don't. I was taught this way, how to use the hard crack against the water method. So that's what I do. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to get it going and I'll be back. P.S. This large baking sheet with a rim on it. Buttered it. This is my Sam's baking sheet. I use it for everything. Butter it or grease it, whatever. So that when we pour the hot candy on it at the end, you know, has something not to stick. Alright, I'm going to get it on the stove. Okay, y'all. First thing, use a heavy saucepan for this, okay? Not some little lightweight thing. Use a good heavy saucepan. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this, and I've got this on like a 9 out of 10, 8 or 9 out of 10 for heat. Because this stuff going to get hot. Hot. There's my 2 cups of sugar, my half a cup of water, and my 1 cup of corn syrup. Okay? Now this is going to be the waiting game of the candy making process. We're going to let this come to a hard boil. And then it's going to boil for probably around 15 minutes. And we're going to be looking for a hard crack. We're going to get, let me just go ahead and get it in here. I'm going to put some water and ice in this bowl here. What we're going to do is, when this has been cooking about 10 minutes, we're going to start testing it 10 to 15 minutes. We'll take a spoon and we want cold water, okay? I know this is called the hard crack stage. This is how I learned to do this, okay? Some people use a candy thermometer. This is just the way that I learned it, so it's the way that I do it. Now, when this comes to a hard boil and has been boiling for about 10 or 15 minutes, or maybe 20, but we're going to start testing it, well, after 10 minutes probably. We will take our spoon and we'll take that hot syrup and drip it in this cold water. And it'll snap back whenever it's got to the right stage of being done. Okay? So I'm just telling you that that's how that works. The way that I was taught. So what I'm going to do is let this come to a hard boil, and I'll check back with you. All right, y'all. It is just now coming to that hard rolling boil. Okay? Now this is going to go on for about 10 minutes, and we're going to start checking it. Okay? I just wanted you to see this is what you call a hard rolling boil. All right? I'll check back when it's about time to start testing it. Y'all, I'm just checking in. We're at the 6 minute, 7 minute mark. Still just boiling away. I've given it a couple of stirs. That's all I've done. Be back in a few. All right, y'all. We're at the 10 minute mark. I set the timer. Now let's see what it does whenever I drip some on this. See? Nothing. It's not cracking back. All right, so I'm gonna let it go probably another 5 minutes, and I'll check back in. All right, y'all, here we go. I think this is ready. It's snapping and crackling in there and coming back at me, and it just forms that immediately, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and stir my peanuts in. And we're just going to wait for it to get that signature color that Peanut Brittle is, okay? Counter full of I'm just trying to leave y'all on here because it usually doesn't take very long after you get to this point. And then you need to take it off the burner. Whoop, let me turn the timer off. So this hard boiled for, I would say, about 13 minutes. And I'm starting to smell these peanuts, as these raw peanuts as they cook. My syrup is starting to turn. Let me see if I can move y'all in here. See what we've got? It's starting to get a little golden tint to it. We don't want it to burn. You don't want to mess up your whole batch of candy. Okay. But the syrup around, I don't know if you can tell over there, but you can see that it's starting to turn a golden color, like peanut brittle. It's not completely there just yet. I just syrup on the cabinet over there. I'm gonna have a pickle getting it off of there. This is one of those things that's easy and yet not easy to do. You just have to know. That's why I'm trying to show you. I actually taught myself off of a recipe. I learned off of this recipe that I'm using, and it was spelled out clearly, like I'm spelling it out and showing. This might take just a minute, So I'm going to turn you back off so you don't have to sit and watch the pot boil. All right, y'all, that's only been about maybe another minute. But this is that golden color that I'm talking about. Let me see if I can see how that looks? Now, we're going to put in our teaspoon of vanilla. And a teaspoon of butter. And stir that down in. That's all we're doing, stirring the butter and the vanilla in, okay? Now, what we're going to do, oh gosh, y'all, this is going to be good. Yep, sure is. Whew, that burner's hot. Now what we're going to do, let me get this set up so that you can see the whole rest of the process. All right, y'all, we're going to put 2 teaspoons of baking soda in the hot candy, okay? And it's going to make it foam up, all right? I'll show you. I'll bring it over there. I'm just giving it a few hard stirs. You don't want to over stir it. See how this is looking? That's what happens whenever you stir the baking soda in, okay? Now, what we're going to do is pour it on the pan, this buttered pan. Make sure that it's dark so y'all can see, dang it. All right. Pour it on the pan, just like that. Dump it out. Oh my gosh, it smells like peanut brittle. Now this is the part that will keep your candy from getting flat and hard. This is what I am doing, and that's all I am doing. And I roll it just a little bit, not even a lot. Okay? And you have this nice sheet of candy with the with the baking soda in it. Don't you dare spread it out with a spatula or a knife. Don't you do it. You want it to stay with the baking soda puffed up a little. Don't smash it. Leave it just like this. Look how pretty that turned out, y'all. And I can see the little air bubbles breaking through the top. You don't want to smash that out. No, no. That's what makes it hard. Woo, Lord. We got it done. It doesn't take long. It takes like, that whole process took like 20 minutes. It's just make sure that the sugar mixture is hot enough to crack in that water, and it'll just automatically become hard candy. Okay? And then it's a very simple stirring in the peanuts. Get it golden brown. Yank it off the heat. Stir in the butter and vanilla. Get it next to your pan. Give a few hard stirs to distribute the baking soda. Don't just stir and stir and stir and stir. Don't do that. Just take your wooden spoon and stir in the baking soda so that it's distributed in there. A few hard stirs, that's all it takes. And then pour it in your pan. Be careful, don't burn yourself. This stuff's hot. It'll burn the crap out of you. I'll tell you that right now. So be careful, have your plenty of hot pads and stuff on hand. But pour it on your cookie sheet. And don't touch it. Don't touch it. Now, go have a glass of wine and wait for it to cool. And we'll come back and we'll chunk it up. See what it's like, okay? That's how you do it, folks. I think it is. I think it is. All right, y'all. We're back. It's not cool, like cold or anything. The pan's still a little warm, but the candy's cool enough that I can break it up. I mess my pan up. I do this every year with my knife. This is just how I break it up. I break it like this. I just stab at it and I break it up into pieces. But we like little, you know, just little pieces of it. I want you to look at how, see how it's not just a very flat, hard piece? The baking soda and not smushing it. You want to keep the, see, it's not that really brick hard candy. All right, it's good, y'all. See the air bubbles? And let me see. Can you tell? That's how, unless you like the really flat. It's just easier to eat if it's not. It's good. So I just wanted y'all to see the secret that I learned is not to touch it when you dump it out on your sheet pan. Don't smash it, don't nothing. Let that baking soda do its job, and don't kill baking soda by flattening it out. I love you, Emily. I love you, Chase. Looking forward to getting home, Emily. For the holidays, we can make some more peanut brittle, or you can eat what I got. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all how to do it. It's one of those things that's not real hard, but it's not hard. It's just knowing how to do it. I didn't know how to do it till I did it, so I'm showing you how to do it. Okay. Love y'all. Have a great Monday and the rest of your week. All right, y'all, just one thing. That recipe, once I break this all up, see, that's how much it made. That's a good bit. Y'all, it's so good. So good, look.